encounters.
I have a good dating topic.
You mean per sex, per person, or the
What you
group?
got?
What are you talking about?
I've been wondering about this, bringing this topic up. If women think that the sisterhood is stronger than the brotherhood when it comes to dating. So meaning, you think women are more unified around keeping secrets and supporting each other and things like this when it comes to the dating market than men are?
Not.
Well, men talk a lot, though. They talk way more than we think.
No. No.
Not
They
really.
create podcasts where they talk.
I feel like women will ensure each other that everything is okay no matter if it's right or wrong.
You mean that toxic best friend stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would argue that women
I think we
talk
know it's
more.
a joke, though, when we do that to each other.
I would argue that,
Sometimes,
for example,
but-
we got a chat here.
Bender the Offender donated $200. You could talk about how more women are cheating than men now.
Is that
Is that
true?
statistic?
Is it true?
Is that- where do we
I
find those
don't
numbers?
know. I've heard some studies about
I don't cheat.
Perhaps it's the case. What?
Look, why don't we go
do you
around the
think
table and see who
women are
cheats?
cheating more than men, though?
That's kind of.
I mean,
I would say though, when it comes to who talks more, for example,
Women talk
after an encounter, the first time having sex with somebody. Hold on, guys.
Any study you look up and show that.
look, you know you lying.
Nah, they do.
Can you stop interrupting, please? Okay. First time encounter, a woman is going to tell her best friend all the details about the encounter. They're going to tell them the penis size. They're going to share intimate details. Whereas most men, I would say, aren't sharing those details with their friends. Like, for example, I would have to be dating a girl for like 3 to 6 months before any of my friends even know who she is.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I'm not
valid for mature adult men, though.
Yeah, most
like
men
I'm
are
not
like, yeah,
like
hit.
girls
Men are,
girls
yeah.
will be like, after having their first sexual experience with a new guy, will tell their girlfriend or girlfriends everything. How big was his dick? How long did he last? All these fucking details. I refuse to share with my male friends any sexual details. They won't even know if I've slept with the girl. I will not disclose because I don't want to. I'm very discreet. I would not disclose any intimate details to even my closest male friend. Oh, you hung out with Becky yesterday. How was it, Brian? Oh, it was good. That's it. That's all my male friend is getting.
All you guys agree with that?
What if it was like a famous Instagram model
I think
who
for
you
the
and your
most
friend
part,
have
yeah.
like talked about?
As he was talking about.
If it was like a famous IG model who you and your friend have like talked about.
Damn it. I don't date famous IG models.
Right, no.
But if they were, I mean, like if some guy who or some girl, since you're famous, if like some girl who you and
Am
your
I famous? I don't think so.
I'm
but-
hyping you up. If
Okay.
some girl who like you and your
Thank you.
boys have like talked about, I'm like, this girl's so hot. Like
I don't talk to my male friends
Okay.
about, oh my god,
But don't you think a lot of guys would?
Becky's fucking
so
hot.
I was just
Yeah, I
kind
was
of
gonna wonder if
racking.
you guys-
I was just racking my brain thinking about it as he was saying it, and even when years and years ago, if I had engaged with a woman, and I was talking to my friend, it would just be something as simple as like, yeah, I plowed her. That was about it.
I wouldn't
It
even
wasn't
say
really
that.
Details.
I wouldn't
It
even
wasn't-
say that.
There wasn't any of that. It
What
was just
year
like,
was
yeah.
this that you were plowing?
A long time ago. Long time ago.
In my experience, if I even DM a guy innocuously, like I will hear about it through the grapevine.
See how you laughed at my joke?
I was laughing at your joke, all right.
Good answer.
Wait, what?
Oh, you guys. What about you guys?
Same.
You guys don't talk about it?
No,
No.
my friends just assume I smash every girl they see me with. Like,
But they don't get
honestly,
into
they
details.
do.
You guys
Chad.
don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't need to say it.
They just know. It's
They
just
just-
assumed.
Yeah.
He definitely hit that.
It's assumed.
Well, generally speaking, I'm
Not you,
probably
though.
not going to be discussing those
He
things.
definitely didn't hit
'cause,
that.
What about if you touch a boob? Do you tell your friends if you touch a boob?
Have
Well-
you touched a
If
boob?
you're a kid.
I don't kiss and tell. No,
That sounds like a yes.
Wait, Mason?
Mason.
no. Okay.
They feel like sandbags, Mason.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, so no, I don't usually. I'm not gonna dish out details. Like I might tell a guy like the vague generalities, but no, it's not gonna
Yeah, we
be
are more
like,
specific.
huh?
We're more specific.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I might hit on key notes Like,
What's a keynote?
I don't know. She's pleasant to be around. I'm not going to be very descriptive. It's going to be like, okay, this is generally how her demeanor is.
I really like her.
Yeah, I like her. Yeah, yeah.
That's cute.
I would almost go to the point of if I was with a girl and I found out that she had told her female friend group intimate details about our first encounter, that actually might be grounds for me dumping her.
Even if she's praising it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she was like, "This was the best sex I've ever had."
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that's that's
now that
Hacking.
now that I think of it, if you were to have like talking to your friend about that would kind of be gay, right? Because you're basically then you have to picture your friend having
That's not
sex,
what we do.
right?
That's not
Isn't
what we
that-
do.
That's all I think about. That's why I don't talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't
now
want.
that
I don't
think
want to
about
know.
it.
I don't.
No, it's
No,
just
I don't
more
wanna know.
like
That's a great
you're
point.
just excited for your friend. Like, okay.
I feel like it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to share private, intimate details with your
Yeah.
friend
That's the reason
group.
why it's being.
But I think it's something that's super common among women. Like I would say, a majority of women.
No, yeah,
are
this is like
doing
the most intimate act you can have with a human being, and you're
right.
just like airing that out to anybody and just like almost indiscreetly.
The way that
or
men-
indiscriminately. That's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
The way
Good
that
point,
it
Mason, good
biologically
point.
works, we work out is different though. Women get we get a brain energy surge from doing things like you'll see monkeys,
Like-
they'll pick at each other. So we get a brain energy surge from having these conversations about those types of
By
things.
betraying your partner's
You
trust.
call it betraying, but we call it's like a sense of community. It's biological.
Yeah, by betraying your partner's
Yes, because we don't
privacy.
care about you guys.
I
That's what
mean,
it is.
I mean,
it's-
that is practically what's happening.
We
there's-
just see it differently. We're not trying to.
It doesn't matter how you see it.
But it's
How?
so common that women don't even realize how kind of problematic it is to be sharing these intimate details about their partners. I like that's just it's the status quo. Like I recognize that it's just viewed as the normal social behavior to be sharing this thing.
Are we
but
talking about partners or just people that we've like?
either? I would argue
Because I feel like your
either.
partner, the rules are slightly
Yeah,
different.
but if you're a woman who doesn't wait long periods of time before having sex with a guy, who he might end up I would argue most adult relationships in today's day and age, it's not let's wait 10 dates and then have sex. It's have sex fairly early on, continue seeing each other, continue hooking up, and then we both like each other, we find ourselves now in a relationship. So of course, I mean, even if that's the case where it's like, well, what if it's just a casual hookup? That casual hookup could end up becoming your boyfriend, and you've already disclosed to your close female friends his penis size, wide variety of various intimate details.
But you guys also don't even have names at that point. Like you're elevator guy. So like by the time you're my boyfriend,
That's even
we're,
worse.
I mean, no,
That's
not
honestly
I'm not
worse,
talking about
yeah.
hooking up. I'm just saying, like for instance, like I used to have a guy that I crushed at the gym, so he was like gym bae, and then there was like a really cute guy at the grocery store, so he was like grocery store bae, and it wasn't someone I was like interested in. But that being said, I could be like, yeah, I was wearing the shirt of like whatever. They don't have like a place yet until they do, and then I feel like a relationship's different.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. I get that it's just something that women do, but
You guys feel betrayed by it.
I do think it's a betrayal of trust. I mean, it's
It's interesting. Like I
if I'm
didn't think
meeting,
about
if
that.
I'm meeting, imagine if I disclosed to my male friends, like I told them something about your pussy or something. Like, wouldn't you feel a little uncomfortable meeting my friends? Like, if you knew that I told my male friend, oh, her pussy was like this, and the lips were like this,
I mean,
and
but-
there's a bit of a stench, and like
How
like you
would I
feel
know
like
that?
betrayed to some degree.
How would I know that you told them?
I mean, what if you found out though? That's the point.
Here's the thing: if he said something bad, then we probably shouldn't be together. And if he said something good, I will feel flattered.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess.
I don't
What
know.
if he showed the nudes? What if he
No,
showed
absolutely fucking not. We
Yeah,
can't.
That's the equivalent.
But if he's describing,
different.
if he's describing it and giving them the visual,
know.
Okay,
It's
so
just
actually, so this is interesting. So men are extremely visual creatures.
Yeah.
So, but women are
Exactly.
extremely like emotionally descriptive creatures. So, like
So you're saying it's
male
like the same.
pornography is very visual. Female pornography is descriptive. So it's like if you read pornographic novels,
Yep.
that's like the equivalent. So the equivalent indulgence in what you're saying as you're describing these things, that is the equivalent
Yeah,
to sharing
I get
a
it.
nude
I
for
get
men.
What you're saying. I get what you're saying. I think that
Good point.
it would have to
That's
be,
well-
if
well
in my
put.
relationship, I would just
Well said.
respect my boyfriend. Like whatever relationship I
Yeah.
would respect. So if he felt like that, for sure, maybe I screwed up and he was elevator guy at first and like he might have got a descriptor before then, but once he becomes my man, I'm hoping that I'm gonna respect what he wants, and we've had that conversation. And hearing this all from you guys is actually the first time I've ever thought about it, because we do use that as bonding, and we don't necessarily, I know when I'm hearing her talking about it, it's not really even about that person, it's about my experience with it. How did you feel with it? How did it make you feel? What was your situation with this? And that's kind of what we kind of bond over.
I guess, yeah. I mean,
That's-
it's nice to hear like where like your thought process as you're having those discussions, but kind of going back to the point of I want to find a woman. So as Andrew was talking about, I want to find a woman who's going to put my needs above her own. I want her to think about how is this going to make me look in front of her friends.
For sure.
So yeah, and
For
I
sure.
really appreciate that you're acknowledging like this is not something I thought about.
Yeah.
And maybe it's going to be something that you'll consider down the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
I also
that's-
don't
Is
like
it,
talking about my relationship
Gonna
with.
change?
Yes.
Is anything gonna change?
I mean, I think that
I don't think
people
so.
change. I grow.
I
I grow
don't
and
think-
change.
Maybe it's something
We
that
can-
you regret that you've done in the past.
I don't think
Us-
that I've done that.
Us men can say we don't like it when the women that we've hooked up with, or even our potential future girlfriends, disclose to their female friend group various intimate details that, in our view or in my view, ought to remain private between us because they are just that, intimate details. I think it's probably the case that even if we were to articulate this, that women are still going, you guys enjoy this kind
We
of,
do.
you guys enjoy
We do.
sharing these details. It's the tea, it's the gossip.
be
You guys like
excruciating not
talking
to.
about
Really?
Yeah, like
that's
a little bit.
I mean,
a
I'm
little bit. To
excruciating?
what he's saying, yes. Like maybe if it's my boyfriend, I will do it out of respect. But like for instance, I recently had like a rendezvous with someone who I think is interested in me, and the place that we rendezvoused was a very unique place, and so. Like I told my roommate, and I told him that I told my roommate, and he was like, "Oh, you're telling the girls," and it wasn't girls, it was just my roommate, because like we're both single, and sometimes we'll talk about our dates, and so yeah, I mean, but I told him as well, and
Right.
now that I'm thinking about it, he might be having a thought like, well, if we do something, I don't know if he's even thinking that far ahead because we're not like that yet, but it's just interesting because I'm thinking like, I wonder if he's
right. And just to add sort of to Mason's point here. If a girl sent me like a sexy photo or nude photo, I would never share that with anybody. My eyes only. So that's
unsolicited gets shared with everybody. Just that's,
well, okay.
that's
I get if there's like a
that gets shared with everybody.
I think that's a bit different though. Are you talking like a guy who who's sending a dick pic?
If you
I
send
don't
me an
believe. I don't
unsolicited
think
dick-
men should do that. By the way, I
Everyone's
don't do
saying
that.
it.
I've never sent a nude photo or a dick pic or anything.
Well, good.
Granted, I would not object
to receiving
to
them.
receiving pussy pics. I'm just saying, ladies, if you want to send me a
You said
pussy
this
pic,
the last episode too.
I'm for it.
We're requesting
I'm
them.
for it. BLM, big labia matter. Would you like to join my
I
organization?
wouldn't actually fit into your
Oh,
crew.
because
I don't.
solidarity. Hello.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yep.
Is it because you
Go
don't?
team. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't.
So I don't want to
hope
take
that
someone
wasn't too
else's spot. I
prying.
don't want to take it away.
No, but you can still be like
Supporter.
solidarity.
I want you to
Solidarity.
be happy. So whatever that means, I'm down for that.
You know any? But no, I'm kidding. Okay, good
I
talk.
don't.
Rip. Did you guys talk about that? Do girls like share like?
We don't really talk about that, but I
gotten
can tell you the
outed.
first time I saw one, I was like, what the fuck?
The fuck?
And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, wow. I didn't know
Wow.
they came in different shapes and sizes like that.
Word.
You
Is
guys
this
see
something
more
you
than
talk
we
about,
do.
Maddie?
Never
Like with your
have I
girlfriends?
ever.
You guys just go into the. Is that what you guys do when you go into the bathroom together?
No.
Yeah, I didn't talk about it.
Good talk.
Do you
Anybody?
guys talk about penises?
No, no, not really.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
This
dude,
is
mine's like
an immature thing. Like
Yeah.
only teenagers do this stuff.
Yeah.